So yep, you saw in that video, I broke a string, told me it was time to stop. Anyway, I wanted to show you this little trick. You can call it a hack if you want to, but this is just a way to help keep strings from breaking if you have a sharp edge. I've already verified that it's not sharp. I've had this set of strings on this guitar for about 4 months, so it's about time to change them. Anyway, you could call it a hack if you want to. However, remember that a hack is using something for other than its intended design. I'm using heat shrink tubing to protect the string where it comes out through the hole here. I'm going to make sure that it's on the underside of the saddle so it doesn't mute the string. But this will work really good to keep that from breaking. Guitar maintenance is not a hack. It's guitar maintenance. Using a bowl to amplify a iPhone speaker, that's a hack, and a pretty cool one. Heat shrink tubing, I forgot to mention that it's available at Amazon. It used to be available at like Fry's Electronics, places like that. But unfortunately, a lot of our box stores are closing because of what's going on with COVID and such, which is quite a shame. So it's not very expensive. It's only a couple bucks for a 3-foot length, or it comes pre-cut in smaller cuts. Good for splicing wires, and it's good to have if you have a soldering iron. You probably already have some heat shrink tubing and such. I've been using these Ernie Ball Primo Slinkies. They're a 9.5 gauge. Still might be possibly a little too light for me. Using the stainless steel frets on this guitar, it's very smooth, and I tend to overbend a lot. Anyway, super simple to just pull out your string. On this guitar, you just feed it through the back. Comes out the top. So I'm taking the length of it and seeing how long it needs to be. I can go all the way down to the ball end if I want to. Don't need it to be that long. I'm just going to take about 3/4 of what I've got here. Heat shrink tubing comes in a bunch of different sizes. This is actually the smallest circumference I could find. And so it works for the first couple strings, and you might need to use something a little bigger for the heavier strings. If you want to get really fancy with it, you can shrink it a little bit. This makes it hold onto the string even better, and it also even makes the sleeve a little softer. So as it comes out of it, it'll bend nicer. All right. I also recommend always use decent quality diagonal cutters, not fingernail cutters. Not small cutters that are designed for fine wires for electrical use. Sorry it's off camera here, but I'm actually just wrapping the string here. Anyway, what's nice about this little trick is that it will protect the string from coming through that sleeve, won't mute it at all. You don't even necessarily know that it's there. You can even reuse it if it's in good shape if you break another string. So, using this trick should only be, if you have a string that just has problems. Shouldn't be all that necessary, but again, just wanted to show you a little trick. See, it doesn't mute the string at all. If you can see there, let's go ahead and see if we can focus on that. If you can see the sleeve just barely cuts before the saddle there. That way it's not muting the string at all. All right, I'm back in business.